live stream of the day. I just have to find it on here, and we'll be all set. She's not sleeping yet. She's watching TV. All right, here we go. Malika for general. Growth and transformations coming to you as a person. You've got a Scorpio coming in. You've got feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, a Cancer coming in, and life starts to move forward. Leaving negativity and regret in the past will bring in a new journey, no longer feeling like you're stuck, but feeling like you're being guided by the divine. Could have a new business opportunity around too. Talia, may I have a general for tomorrow? Tomorrow is slow and steady wins the race. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries, and cutting through bullshit serves you well. It also looks like you have an Aries and a Cancer around you tomorrow that may be of significance. Feeling like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain. I've seen some good karma come my way, and somebody from your past may be reaching out to you. Sepia, general. You've got balance and respect coming in, and you could have a new love interest. Balance and respect could be around work, or it could be starting a relationship with somebody where you're getting out of it what you put into it. You got a soulmate coming in and cause for celebration. You may be feeling undecided when you meet this person, and they could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're being guided by the divine, possibly to go back to school, learn a new area of study. Your ambition comes back, and you're about to go through huge growth and transformation in you as a person, but in your life as well. Things change for the better quickly. Leo enters. Sepia, career from 9 to 5. Starting a new journey that could be possibly paying you more money, and you're prepared for it. It might come in out of the blue, no longer holding yourself back. A disappointment moves into the past. You could have a new opportunity on the horizon that happens quickly. You also may be working on a side business or a side project, and you have a wish, put it out into the universe. As far as 9 to 5 jobs, you should have at least one new opportunity, maybe 2 that offer more money. And I think you change jobs pretty quickly. Sepia, love. I don't like when bangs are in my face. Kind of drives me a little nuts. Disappointment and heartache is moving into the past. With that, so is the weight of the world, and you have choices coming in. Feeling success around love. Negativity moves into the past. Somebody from your past could be returning. And keep in mind, it doesn't have to be an old flame. It just may be somebody from the past. A reconnection with someone from the past. You have a Leo, a Sagittarius, and a Libra coming in or around you right now. Commitment on the horizon, possibly with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But you may not be making any decisions yet. You may just be exploring options and seeing who else is out there. You have a lot of people coming in around you over the next couple of months. Aquarius and a Capricorn come in as well. Moving on to greener pastures, so you're not settling for less than what you're worth. And I don't think you're moving backwards. I think you're just going to continue to move forwards. Sepia, me, and Romel. If he's been silent, I don't know if you've been speaking to him, Hermit's in reverse. He may have gotten to the point where he feels like he can't reach out because he doesn't know what to say. He's holding himself back. And you may feel like you have a long road ahead of you. His time is running thin. So his window of time to make things happen is going to close because you have other opportunities coming in. Now, it's been showing all along that the opportunity was going to come up between you and him where things could move forward, and I still think that that can happen. The issue is that he's holding himself back in a way of controlling his own emotions or his own life. Like, he's holding himself back. Emperor in reverse, he's controlling things. He feels ungrounded, he feels unstable, and if he doesn't make a move and push things forward, you get a soulmate connection with him. You've got other people coming in, and you're not going to sit around and wait for him. So his window of time may be closing if he doesn't get off his ass. And I'm concerned because the Four of Cups is here, which is like, he thinks a lot about it, but there's not a whole lot of action right now. UAF, General. You may be making a decision to be more perseverant in your quest to find a new job. And with that, you got cause for celebration that comes in around new job opportunity. It looks like you've got, there could be, somebody could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down with the Four of Cups in reverse. Five of Pentacles and then in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles, being better paid or putting money aside to pay off a bill of debt or a loan makes you feel relief. Got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is good luck that comes in around work or business. Being guided by the divine, and the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. I think the next big thing for you is a job change. Georgia, Virgo's true intentions for the near future. If this person has been kind of stagnant, they're going to continue, like, they're wherever the relationship is right now, this is kind of where it's going to stay for a while. It's like Eight of Cups in reverse. The energy of that is like distancing, like this person is not putting a lot of effort in, but not for any reason in particular. They're just like intuitively distancing themselves from the situation. I don't know why. That's what comes up. It looks like the World is in reverse, which may make you feel like the world is against this. And there's a lot of burden around this relationship. So in the near future, I don't see a lot of movement. Wherever this relationship is right now, that's where it's going to stay. Not that it's terrible. Communication may pick up, or communication may be okay. It just doesn't look like they have intentions of moving things forward to the next level. So if you guys are friends, you'll be friends. If you guys are dating casually, you'll be dating casually for the next couple of weeks or the next couple of months. UAF, will I be making progress with fitness goals? And if so, when should I start seeing progress again? I feel like no matter what I do, oh, God, me too. Oh, God, I've never been so frustrated in all of my life with as far as weight is concerned. I've never had this much weight to lose, but I've also never had this much trouble. I mean, what the fuck do you got to do? And like, exhausting. High carb, low carb, high fat, intermittent fasting, 12 hours, 16 hours, 18 hours. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. So the last couple of days, I've just taken a fucking break because I'm like, I'm so exhausted with like everything. Like, you listen to one person, they say one thing. Then I'm listening to a dietitian today, and she's like, the way that she talks about the way your meals should be balanced, I mean, it's like, forget about keto. which kind of makes sense because I'm not losing any weight on keto, maybe because calories are too fucking high. Like, how many avocados can you eat? They're high in calories. Anyway, I definitely feel your pain. Okay, will I be making progress with my fitness goals? Yes, you got 3 aces. You should get over the hump pretty quickly. I'm going to say it should be happening maybe within the next 2 weeks, because the diamonds would be the winter and right into early spring. So the next 2 weeks will still be in winter, and then once we move into spring, you should see a difference. What I'm thinking of doing now, next thing, is I'm thinking about getting heavier weights. Like, I have some weights here, but I don't have anything really heavy. Maybe that's what I need. But it's definitely, like, it's taking a toll on me emotionally. So frustrating. Leslie, general for me and M for next week. Okay, let's see. General for me and M for next week. Looks like a pretty good week. First of all, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities around this relationship or situation. You also have the 4 of Cups in reverse, which can indicate that you're being offered something that would be hard to turn down. There could be an offer on the table. You might have to have a little bit of patience around this situation, but for the most part, your wish around the situation should come true next week. Heading towards all 10 cups being full and the weight of the world seems to melt off your shoulders. So if things have been a little bit upside down or a little bit topsy-turvy, they should start to go in the right direction next week. Feeling a little bit more grounded, feeling a little bit more stable. The ambition comes back to the situation, and the Hangman is in reverse, which can mean that the relationship itself is moving forward. Empress is here, and so is Justice, which is like love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with the Empress if you don't want children. And Justice, there's balance around the situation. I think next week should be a nice week. Cause for celebration comes in before the end of the week. It should be a pretty pleasant week. That one looks like it's buffering. This one's delayed. Let me just see. That one looks like it's buffering, but this one doesn't. All right, oh, I don't know. That one looks like, I don't think it's buffering. Anyhow, I think next week overall is going to be a good week, and it's going to get better as the week goes on. Things move forward as the week goes on. L'Amour, what can I expect next week? What can I expect next week? You've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is some lucky opportunities, and you have the Sun coming out, which is happiness. 8 of Pentacles, you could be going back to school, learning a new area of study. You could be starting, or you could be inquiring about it or researching it. Whatever it is, if you decide to do it, it would benefit you in the long run. Being guided by the divine, communication comes in with somebody that you either have been waiting to hear from or that you haven't seen or spoken to in a while. Spiritual, April, love. Stepping into your own strength in April pays off. Communication picks up with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Somebody from your past returns, but it looks like they're an old friend. They were not a past love. They were just an old friend or someone that you knew from the past. You have a Taurus that comes in, and disappointment moves into the past. Anything that hasn't been working for you, you'll walk away from because you've got new opportunities coming in. The Fool starting a new journey. You feel like things have been stagnant or nothing has been moving anywhere. April, things should start to move forward, but it's with new energy. It's not with going backwards. So you've got somebody from your past that returns. You've got an Aries here. You've got a Taurus here. You've got disappointment moving into the past, letting go of the past, and a Leo enters. You've got nice things happening. L'Amour. Is there anything that I need to watch out for? Watch out that you don't feel like you get stuck in a situation where there's no room for growth. Anything that is stifling or holding you back will hold you back and nothing will change. So if you're in a relationship with anyone or a situation with anyone, anything that is not moving forward, like let's say, for example, you're at a job and you've been there for the last 10 years and it's not going anywhere, there's no room for growth. Watch out that you don't get stuck there, because the longer you stay, the longer you'll be stuck. And that holds true for relationships, friendships, and love. Watch out that you're not getting stuck in something that's just not working. Ronnie, what does the Sag want to talk to me about on Monday? Fool is in reverse. Whatever it is, it's going to be an issue that that it just needs to be dealt with, and then your relationship can move forward. Fool's in reverse. Like there's something that they've been thinking a lot about. It's been weighing heavy on their heart. They've been feeling a little bit disrespected or out of balance. That might not have anything to do with you, but they're going to tell you about it. They're probably going to also communicate to you how they feel about you. And they may talk about some sort of a money or business opportunity that comes up. But Fool in reverse, it's significant. Like they're going to want to talk to you about something significant feelings-wise, as well as whatever else is going on. T-Vet General. T-Vet General. Starting a new journey, making a decision to start a new journey. You've got the Three of Pentacles, which could be a stable business relationship that lasts a long time. Three of Rods in reverse, no longer waiting for your ship to come in. Your life is moving forward. Your intuition is spot on and you have a wish. Put it out into the universe. Two of Wands, feeling excited and prepared for the future. You may be starting your own business or a side business or making money in some kind of unique way that doesn't require going to work for somebody else. You have a wish around that, and you're walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Leslie, advice for the work week. You're stepping into your own strength. You've got the world at your feet, and you're moving through the week with little issues. Like anything that was bothering you last week should move into the past pretty quickly. The Hermit. I would talk as little, deal with as little people, like office-wise or whatever your work is. Deal with them as little as possible and do what you like. Do your work and do less socializing. With the Hermit, like keep to yourself. Listen to your intuition. The Magician is here, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Eight of Rods, things should change for the better quickly, and by the end of the week you feel like things have moved forward. Next week should be a pretty good week. Any drama should move into the past, and kind of keeping to yourself and staying away from like co-workers and office politics will serve you well. Just do what you got to do and go home. By the end of the week, you feel pretty good about things. Adriana, what's coming new for Aranza? What's coming in new for Aranza? Okay, this person is no longer holding themselves back. They have growth and transformation coming in around them. And they're starting to step into their own perseverance, which is going to push their life forward. In their career, school, business, whatever they do all day, the hard work they've put into it is coming back to them. They've got a Libra and a Scorpio around them that could be potential love interests if they're not with anyone right now. Money is coming. Somebody from their past is about to return. That could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They also may have a new business opportunity on the horizon. That with the Four of Cups in reverse would be hard to turn down. It would be a good opportunity. UAF, love, is my partner still attractive and how does he feel about me? Yes, he's definitely still attracted. He feels like this relationship is in a good place. He feels like there's cause for celebration. Things have grown over the, I don't know how long you've been together, but things have grown and changed. He feels connected. He feels like it's a compatible, loving, caring relationship with a lot of potential, like soulmate connection. Yeah, things look good. UAF. What am I doing or not doing that is stopping me from progressing with my self-improvement? I don't think that you can do anything else. I think that you're doing enough. I don't think that you're at a standstill. I think that you're working, you always work hard on yourself. I don't think you have to do anything else. Like, you're working on bettering your career and you're going to get a new opportunity. You're being guided by the divine. You've got the ability to manifest new opportunities. You got love, money, abundance, fertility around you. You've got stability around work and money. You're strong. And you've got choices coming in around business. Plus, you've got a soulmate connection. And you've made decisions already to push your life forward. There's nothing else that you really need to do. I would say, you know, just kind of like, if anything, give yourself a little bit of a break because everything is kind of right where it should be. And things are going to be moving forward faster. Things could be getting very busy quick with the Eight of Wands. Things change for the better, but in a good way. The hard work you put into your career will come back to you, and you should be getting pretty good, well compensated. You're no longer holding yourself back. Stay focused. You're about to until the time, and it's going to pay off well. Adriana, is someone interested in me regarding love in my work? Yes, and it could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. A little more. Will I still be going to Florida in May? Yes, I think so. Susie, messages from spirit guides and guardian angels. Okay, spirit cards. You've got the Seven of Eight. Oh, man. All right, it looks like it's working. Okay, this is spirit cards for Susie. Six of Fire. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. Seven of Air. Plans that need revision. More going on that meets the eye. The Wheel. Archangel Michael. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. Nima, what's coming soon for me? What's coming soon for me? may need to have a little bit of patience, but pretty soon you're no longer going to be holding yourself back. You'll feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain around a love connection. If you're not with anyone right now, fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This person's got long-term potential written all over them. And things can move forward quickly with the love cup full. But you may have to let go of things that aren't working and let negativity go into the past. Rebecca, was mentioning me negatively? Was AA mentioning me negatively? No, I don't think so. Nah. Susie, what lessons do I need to learn after this? What lessons do I need to learn? Okay, the answer to this problem is right in front of you and you're just not seeing it. The idea here is to put yourself first and to not give people too many second chances. So when someone shows you who they really are, believe it and let it go. It's like, otherwise you're going to keep repeating the cycle. The tower comes up. So if if somebody shows you that they're a shithead, believe them, let them go, walk away. In any situation, I don't care what it is. And your persistence, if you stick to that, will pay off. You'll feel much more balanced. You'll feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain, and the hard work that you've put into life itself will come back to you. There'll be growth and transformation around you as a person when you start to put yourself first. So I had this conversation last night with Lori from Passages of Light. I have a reoccurring theme in my life. This is going to sound crazy, but whenever I have something planned, it always falls through. If it's something stupid, like if somebody were to call me and be like, oh, you want to go, walk at the lake now? I'm like, yeah, that'll happen. But it's like if somebody were to say to me, let's go next Tuesday to walk at the lake, it wouldn't happen. That person would end up canceling on me. It happens all the time. And it doesn't only happen with one person or in one situation, it happens all the time. Over the course of my life. So we were trying to figure out and get to the bottom of it yesterday. And what we came up with was, at some point in my life, probably as a child, very young, before I could even remember, or maybe even in utero, somehow I was programmed to believe that I didn't matter, or I wasn't important, or that everybody else's wants and needs were more important than mine. However it came up, I don't know. I had a really bad birth. Maybe that had something to do with it. Point being that what she was saying to me, or her advice was, in order to leave that in the past and stop repeating that, because it's not like it's just one person. It's like everybody. Like I'll make plans to go to the shore, and then for whatever reason, whoever I'm supposed to go with will cancel. But it doesn't matter who they are. They're going to cancel. It always happens. So she said that I may need to, and this may be similar for you, step into your own space where you put yourself first, but not only that, maybe you raise a little bit of hell in a way that you never did before, which is interesting because one of my other friends, Rachel, about 4 or 5 years ago, said the same thing to me, and I never did it. Like, I usually don't cause a lot of trouble. Well, maybe you need to stick up for yourself in a way that kind of shakes things up, or like the way people don't expect it. So that may be something that, if you look back and you see, well, hey, I have a history of making excuses for people that are assholes, or I have a history of taking people back into my life that treat me like shit, which I've done with even just friends, right? Maybe now is the time that you change that energy by acting out in a different way. And by acting out in a different way, the response you'll get will be different, and then you will start to strengthen in a different way, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's something that I've been toying around with myself. So if a situation comes up and you feel like, hey, I always react this way, maybe react a different way and see if you get a different result. And if that starts to change life moving forward. Rebecca, are JP and JR trying to come back into my life? Are JP and JR trying to come back into my life? I'm only getting a 33% chance, so it's not coming up very strong that these people are trying to come back into your life. Sydney, will Caleb be messaging me within the next week? I'm not confident. No, I don't think so. Chances are kind of slim that you hear from him next week. Georgia, will RS reach out to reconcile? Not coming up strong that he makes the first move. You might have to. I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes, at this point that he reaches out. Butterfly, will H reconcile with K? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Sister, was S intentions as bad as the guy that Brandy was dealing with? Was S's intentions as bad? No, I think that I don't think that S had bad intentions in the beginning. I think he got overwhelmed by things and then he became an asshole. Whereas I think that this guy had shitty intentions from the beginning. They seem like similar but not similar. The way they look on the surface may seem the same, but I think that this other guy, like his intentions were like, I'll tell you whatever you want to hear because that's just who I'm going to be today. Whereas I think with the other guy, things were going along fine, but he started to get overwhelmed by the situation, by the feelings and the emotions that were associated with what he was feeling. And I think that that became too much for him. So I think that they're a little bit different, even though they may look the same. Like the end result may be the same, or the result looks similar, but I don't know. I think the other guy was more of like, he knew what he was doing. Butterfly, will I get one of the jobs I applied for? Yes, you got 3 aces. You should definitely get something. Adriana, is Sergio interested in me in terms of love? Yes, I think he is. Yeah, he definitely thinks about it. Sydney, is Caleb missing me? Yeah, he could be. Yeah, a little bit. YouTube and the Pisces feels made no contact. Feels burdened by this situation. Does not look back on the past fondly. I don't know what happened between the two of you, but this person is like at a standstill with the Chariot in reverse. They spend a lot of time thinking about things, or they have spent a lot of time thinking about things, but they are not looking for things to move forward at this point. They're taking time away from this situation. I don't know what happened between the two of you, but I would say that this person right now is appreciating distance. I gotta take these rings off. They drive me a little crazy. I did Malika for general, right? Did I do Fia? I don't remember. Fia for love? Anybody remember? I can't remember if I did Fia. So let me do more general, and you guys let me know if I did Fia. You got some good luck coming in here. You also have things changing for the better quickly and a wish, put it out into the universe. Feeling prepared for your life to move forward. The Fool, starting a new journey. You got money coming in, 9 and 10 of Pentacles. You also could be taking some time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. I didn't do Fia. Okay, let me go back up and do Fia. Love for Fia. The next relationship that you enter will be very balanced. You'll get out of it exactly what you put into it. Your perseverance will pay off. It looks like you've got the world at your feet. And if you're not with anyone right now, cause for celebration comes in around a Virgo. There's also an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Walking away from negativity, people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Bring in the Empress. Love, money, abundance, and fertility. Next relationship should function really well. T-Vet Love. I didn't do this one yet, did I? Like, I have no memory. I don't understand what the problem is. Why I don't remember. Okay, T-Vet Love. Could have a new love interest enter. First thing that comes up around you is the Knight of Cups. Could happen out of the clear blue sky when you least expect it. The world is at your feet. Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Aquarius is here. Love cup is full. No longer feeling stuck in the mud. You're going to have choices, but there could be a new interest that comes in. Got a Taurus coming in too. Maria, will my friend George pay me back for the money that I lent him? Okay, let's see. Yes, he should pay you back. Yeah, I think he will. His intentions are to pay you back. Maria, next serious relationship in when? Next serious relationship. You got a Cancer and a Capricorn both coming in. They both equally come in with long-term potential. I would say between now and the month of April, you could meet this person like in the wintertime with the diamonds, and then the relationship could become committed in the month of April. It should be pretty soon. Shit. I'm getting annoyed. Okay. So this is for Breezy. Rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. Stepping into your own strength pushes your life forward quickly. Cutting through bullshit, laying down the law, not standing for any garbage will serve you well. It looks like you got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities that bring in love and happiness. Also a new business opportunity. Don't take any shit. Ace of Swords, cut through the bullshit. Virgo Moon, what's coming towards me, please? Your life is moving forward. You've got respect and being better compensated at work, business, school, whatever you do all day. Page of Pentacles could be starting a side business that pays off. You got some good luck coming in. You have a Leo comes in that could be of significance. Life changes for the better quickly. Leaving negativity and pessimism in the past, life starts to move forward pretty quickly. If you're not with anyone right now, you could have a new love interest coming in, and that could be the Leo. Ronnie, what is the selenite crystal going to help me with? It's going to help you sleep. Selenite is great for sleeping. If you're sensitive to it, it could give you very vivid dreams. But selenite should make you sleep. Put it close to your bed. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to transform the way you sleep. And you're going to be very happy with it. Did you get a selenite tower? Is that what you said? Like, I have them. God knows where the hell it is. Maybe inside. Just make sure you don't get it wet because it will deteriorate. But yeah, it should help you with getting a better night's rest. I believe too that selenite is cleansing, so you could keep it near other crystals to cleanse the other crystals. Ammonia, Simon. Any health problems that I need to worry about? Nothing new unless you have like an underlying issue, but I would always tell you to make sure that you see a doctor and get your checkups and don't just rely on the cards for that kind of stuff. If you have a underlying issue like asthma or something like that, that could always resurface, but I still would make sure that you go to your regular checkups. Maria, is my friend George hanging out with me to use me to pay for things? I hope not. Okay, this is dual. He's not only hanging out with you because you pay for things, but he does appreciate that you pay for things. So it's kind of dual. Like if you guys didn't do anything that cost money, he would still want to hang out with you. I don't really care for him taking this kind of money from, you know what I mean? Like, thing is that sometimes with friendships, and this has happened to me before, like there's ebb and flow. Like I had a friend who she just, for some reason, she just couldn't hold a job. She just didn't want to work. And she was out of work a lot. And me and my other friends would always pay for her because we wanted her to come with us. So we would just pay for whatever it was. But then when she finally found a job that she wanted or she got into, she wanted to be a policeman. That's what she wanted to do. So, well, when she was on the force, she had been in a car accident on the job and she got a settlement. Well, when the settlement came through, she wanted to travel with me. And I didn't have the kind of money to go traveling. I had the time, I was able to take off work, but I didn't have the money. So she paid for the trips. So it's like sometimes in friendships that last a long time, somebody needs, you know, somebody may need more emotional support now, and then 2 years later, you need the emotional support. Like there's an ebb and flow. So I'm okay with that in that kind of a circumstance. But if this is a new person, I wouldn't be crazy for that. If this is someone who you've been friends with for the last 10 years and you know that at some point it's going to come back to you, then I don't have a problem with it. Because it's like, that's how any relationship is. There are some times where you have to put more in, and then there are times where the other person puts more in. That's just life. But that's really for you to decide. If this is someone you just met last week, then I would say I wouldn't trust it as much. Lamore, what is my rose quartz, amethyst, and citrines? Okay. Rose quartz is for love. It's for promoting self-love and also for manifesting new love. Amethyst is great for a lot of things. First of all, it's a great stone for men. It's great for anyone battling any type of addiction. It's also great for anyone that suffers from migraines. Citrine is an excellent stone to manifest money. It's great to put in a register at a job. It's also great to keep a piece in your wallet. It's supposed to attract money. Rose quartz, they say that you should have 2 pieces, keep 2 pieces in your bedroom. Oh, damn. Sister, the girl Sydney in here asking questions reminds me of the situation that I hooked up with this guy T a while ago. We were friends and then he ghosted me. Why? I then became friends with his friend S. And then, okay, and he ghosted me. He felt like he was holding himself back because he wasn't ready to start a new journey. I don't know how intense the connection was between the two of you, but he may have felt like, I'm not ready to start a new journey. I don't. And then also with the whole ghosting thing, his intentions may not have been to like, hey, I'm never going to call her again. He just may have put a little bit of space, you know, like, hey, I'll call tomorrow, I'll call the next day, and then at some point felt a little bit awkward about getting back to you. And then you moved on. And then, I don't know, the energy shifted around the situation. I don't know if you've heard from this person. The only reason why I say that is because the Fool is here. So at some point you may hear from them and they may want to start a new journey again. Or spontaneity can come back to the situation. It looks like this person, the guy that ghosted you, actually has a lot of respect for you and kind of feels like mad at himself and like he's an asshole for what he did. I mean, he is. Anyone that does ghosting is an asshole, but it was like his way of controlling the situation. And I don't know, you know, I never really bought that. Like, I never understood the ghosting thing because I felt like, and it happened to me like before it was even a thing. I was like, what happened? Like, you said you would talk to me tomorrow, and then it's like, I don't hear from you ever again. And then when I call you, you don't take my phone calls. Like, I didn't even get it. I didn't get it for a long time because I didn't realize that people do that to each other. I was very young at the time, though. So I watched recently a video from, I think it was a psychologist that interviewed people that ghosted people. They wanted to know, like, what are you thinking? Like, do you just wake up one morning and like, well, I'm never going to talk to her again? And what the person, most of the people said was that that wasn't their intention. Their intention was either that they believed that what was meant to be will be, and that they didn't have to get back to the person right away because they would find their way back to one another, which to me, that kind of sounds like a cop-out, but I can understand it. And then the other one was that people, like, their intentions are to get back, you know, like, all right, I just can't do it today because whatever came up. I just can't do it tomorrow because whatever comes up. And then too much time gets in the way, and then they feel like, shit, now I'm really going to have to explain myself. Well, I don't want to explain myself because I don't know what I'm going to say because I was just an asshole. And instead of just saying that, they don't do anything. They kind of hope that the other person's going to reach out to them. I don't know. I kind of think it's a cop-out, but it does make sense to me in a way. I don't know. I hate the ghosting thing. I hate it. I just feel like it's such a shitty way to treat another human being. He was friends with this girl, Sydney, and then I became friends with her. But I never once brought him up, and she just started ignoring and avoiding me, and was it related to him? Or was she gay? I had that feeling. Okay, let's see. Was her ignoring me related to him? No, I don't think it was. I think that you may be onto something. I think that she could have been gay, and maybe she was developing feelings for you, and then she knew that you weren't going to be into her. You know, I don't know. I don't think it had to do with him. I don't think I don't think he disappeared from you either to be malicious. But for her, I think she needed to take a break because she may have been developing feelings. That's got to be tough. That's got to be tough. But the thing is that even though all of these situations and the way these people have behaved doesn't really have much to do with you per se, it's hard to have to live through that shit, because it seems like, well, why do these people keep disappearing or ghosting me or acting bizarre? And it's hard to like say, well, hey, it's not me, it's them. But that's the truth. It's not you, it's them. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's tough to kind of reconcile that in your own mind. Like it's what's going on with you. It has nothing to do with me. You know how they say, well, the way that somebody treats you is a reflection of themselves, not you. That's how I feel. Maria, is A Cancer and Chiva only friends or more? I think I skipped one for Maria. All right, let me do um, the one that I just read. Is there more going on between A and Chiva? I'm not convinced that there's more going on between the two of them. No, I don't think so. And what are A, the Cancer's feelings towards me? They think the Empress, which is like, doesn't really get better than that. Love, money, abundance, fertility, prosperity. Thinks that there's room for growth and transformation. Thinks that you're intuitive, successful, kind, creative, caring, nurturing, and sincere. Alex Lancaster. Why did Thomas ghost me last year? Could have, somebody else may have resurfaced. Somebody from his past may have shown up. I think that somebody from his past may have shown up, and he may have either got reacquainted with that person. I don't think it worked out the way he wanted to, and I think he felt like an asshole, and that's why you didn't hear from him again. It looks like somebody else showed up from his past. He thought things were going to move forward. They didn't work out the way they planned. He may have gotten burned, and then he felt like an idiot, so he didn't reach back out to you. I hate the ghosting thing. I really hate it. Sister, did T and I have a connection? This stupid ass one here is buffering, but that one looks fine. What is going on here? April for tomorrow. move forward, and something may happen that makes you happy around a new beginning that could have to do with business. It doesn't have to be business, it's usually business. It looks like you're no longer holding yourself back and your perseverance pays off. It may be a business thing because you got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. There could be money coming in that makes you feel like you can pay off a bill of debt or a loan or put money aside for something. Maybe it is a business thing. Tomorrow looks positive. Amoina Simon. Is it safe for me to eat pulparindo candy? All right, I don't know would you think it's not safe? I'm going to ask the question, but it concerns me that you asked that question. Like, is there something wrong with it? Like, as far as like it being dangerous to eat or expired or bad, you know what I mean? Is it safe for me to eat pulparindo candy? I would say no. I don't know what the issue is around it, but it does. I'm not getting a solid yes for you to eat it. So if you have like an allergy or something to something that could be in there, I would stay away from it. When in doubt, throw it out. I used to work with two women, right? One woman threw everything out. She never kept anything. And the other woman, like, she would eat shit that was like in the refrigerator for like a week and a half. But the first woman used to always say to me, when in doubt, throw it out. Because it makes sense. Like, she'd be like, don't take a chance in getting sick on something. It's just not worth it. April, general for the upcoming week through the weekend. Feeling prepared, feeling balanced, feeling like you got growth and transformation coming in. Intuition is heightened, financial stability comes in, or more of it. Stepping into your own strength, cutting through bullshit, laying down the law, life seems to move forward. It looks like the hard work that you've put into your business, career, or day job, whatever it is, it's going to come back to you. And by the weekend, you could be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It also looks like you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in, but you may feel like life is starting to move forward. Maria, what does Eric think about me? Has a lot of respect for you, thinks that you're attractive, intuitive, hardworking, spontaneous, intelligent, adventurous, passionate. Georgia, what does the ex-Aries want after 3 years? Okay, this person looks like they've disconnected or they've walked away from this situation, or the two of you are not an item, and I don't see you guys reconnecting. But it does look like he's genuinely interested in how you're doing. He's feeling very weak right now for whatever reason, and I think he's looking for some comfort. I don't see like reconnection here, but it looks like he's genuinely concerned with where you are. I mean, maybe he went through something recently that was kind of shitty, and he's looking for a little bit of comfort. I don't know. I don't know that you might not even want to bother with him anymore. Sister, T was also acquaintances with Seth, and I wonder if the universe blocked T and I from having something because it would have ruined. That could be true too. That happened to me once, or so I thought. But let's see. Yeah, that could be. Because if that would have gone too far, you wouldn't have had that experience, definitely. That's interesting. It happened to me once, but it didn't work out the way that I thought it was going to work out. When I was in high school, I had like a really bad crush on this guy, Colin. Really bad. Nothing ever happened in high school. I really thought that he wasn't going to graduate high school because of me. because I don't know, like I had written him a letter and I don't know, I wanted to go to the prom with him. I don't know what the hell I said in the letter, but whatever. Really embarrassing story. And then like he cut school for like 2 weeks after that. I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding. He cut school for 2 weeks. I'm like, he's not going to graduate high school. It's going to be because of me. Talk about feeling like you cut school, couldn't face me. Okay, so that happened. And then 10 years go by, and I go back to my high school reunion, not because I wanted to, but my friend Amy wanted to go, so I went with her. And I was kind of hoping that I would see him there, but I didn't. Okay, no, I ran into him first. That's what happened. I ran into him first before the reunion. And, like, and he'd given me his number, and he was like, I'll be in town for so long. His father was sick, and he's like, give me a call. And I really wanted to call him, but I didn't, because I felt like the last thing you need to do is go back into having feelings for someone who didn't want you back then. He's going to leave anyway, and what would be the point, right? So at that moment, I felt like when I went to my reunion, I met Matt, who was they were good, very good friends. They were friends from like kindergarten. So I thought, oh, see, you didn't call Colin because you were supposed to be with Matt, but then that was a disaster. So I don't know what the hell happened to me, but both of these, anyhow. But and I remember at the time, like talking with my friend, I'm like, oh, it's a good thing that I never pursued that, because then it would have screwed things up for me and Matt. Looking back, maybe I should have. It would have been the fire in the frying pan. Whatever. um, a little more. What can I expect for tomorrow, Sunday? Okay, what can I expect for tomorrow, Sunday? Success and justice. So I don't know what's going on around you, but you're getting success and justice. If you've been waiting on something or you've been working on something, there would be success around it, and good karma is coming back to you. No longer feeling like I'm waiting here for my ship to come in, but feeling like finally I can breathe a sigh of relief. I don't know if you're working really hard on something and you're accomplishing a lot tomorrow. You have a wish too tomorrow. Put it out into the universe. Hangman's in reverse. Life starts to move forward. Disappointment moves into the past. Tomorrow should be a pretty positive day. Alex, should I try to reach out to Thomas? Does he know that I still care? Yeah, I think he does know that you still care, and I think that you could reach out to him. Maria, will I ever reconnect with Eric? You could reconnect. Yeah, it's possible. Virgo, what is the Leo man's intentions coming towards me in love? This person is going to be looking for a stable relationship. Communication is good right from the beginning. They come in with a lot of effort, a lot of respect, and there's cause for celebration around the situation. It looks like this person they're pretty stable. There's long-term potential around them as well. T. Yvette, journal for my birthday week. You are no longer holding yourself back. You're prepared for your life to move forward. You could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You've got happiness that comes in around your birthday week. You also have growth and transformation comes in. Spending time with another soulmate is possible too. And you may be undecided. You may have a lot of options that week or a lot of things that come up. You might have to make some decisions. Damn, I just lost my spot. April, what was the question that you asked that it was buffering? I don't remember what the question was. Can you send it again? Maria, was Bessie telling my boss things to get me fired? No, I don't think so. I don't trust her, but I don't think so. T-Vet, General for me in Sagittarius. Things change for the better quickly with the Eight of Rods. You've got growth and transformation coming to your relationship. The sun is in reverse, but even when it's in reverse, it's still positive. Happiness can come to this situation. You may be feeling like things are a little stuck right now, but as we move into the spring, things may start to move forward. Listen to your intuition. You have a wish around the situation. Maria, did my boss get mad when he found out that I was dating? Why should he get mad? You're allowed to date. Why should you have to answer to your boss in your personal life? It looks like he did get mad, but I don't understand how your boss could be mad at you for dating. Like, what is that? What does one thing have to do with the other? I don't understand that. It was for tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow looks like it's kind of like an average day. You got rest and relaxation. You have feeling prepared or getting ready for the week. Something nice may happen around money because you get the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You may be spending time talking to a friend or relaxing with a friend. Rest, relaxation, self-care comes in. A Capricorn may be around, or you may be talking to a Capricorn that may be significant. That could be the friend that's around tomorrow. It looks like it's kind of like a lazy day. But there is something nice around money tomorrow. Otherwise, I don't think anything out of the ordinary is going to happen. Lakey Thomas, are me and the Scorpio completely over? No. No. It's not yet. This person's still around you. Georgia, does Jim know how I feel about him? More or less, yeah. This person pretty much knows how you feel. Stacy, the outcome of Reiki that I sent C today. You know, I'm trained in Reiki up to like level 3, and I have a hard time believing in it. I'm not a good person to ask because I really, to be honest, I just think it's bullshit. But the other person, what the hell? So annoying. Anyway, I have a hard time with the Reiki thing. I especially have a hard time with distance Reiki. So I'm not a good person to ask because I feel like I could influence this thing here. Like to me, when I went through the training and they used a stuffed animal, and like I'm gonna like put like energy into a stuffed animal and I'm gonna send it to somebody who's not here, like I just have a hard time believing it. So it's hard for me to say that anything is gonna happen from this. That other person has to be ready, willing, and to accept it. Know if they knew that you were doing this. I don't know. I have a hard time with the Reiki thing. I have to be honest. Going through the training, it to me it sounded like a lot of bullshit. So, I like I said, I don't know what you could what your goals were in sending it to this person, but I mean, you got the sun in reverse, which could be happiness comes in at some point. Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. The heart, it looks like you may have put a lot of hard work into it, but you don't see a payoff. I don't know. Like I said, I have a hard time. I don't know why I have such a hard time with it, because I really would like to believe in it. And I know that people, and I know the people that go for treatments that have it done before they go for like a procedure have higher results of success, but it just doesn't resonate with me. I don't know why. So I may not be the best person to ask that question to. And when I did it with my partner in the training, I kept saying, but do you really believe this? Like, do you really believe that I'm holding my hands over a stuffed animal and somebody on the other side of the country is going to feel it? And he was like, yeah, I think it could work. I'm like, do you really think that? And he was like, yeah, why not? And I'm like, because it's a stuffed animal and I'm not touching you. But like I said, maybe I'm kind of influencing the read because I don't believe in it. And I know people swear by it, but I just can't get on board with that. See, should I choose finance, non-commerce as my second major? Well, you have a 70% chance, yes, you should. But whatever you asked the other day, we're also coming up at 70%. So I don't know if this is really narrowing things down or if they're similar. Harsha, where am I on my healing journey? I can't answer that for you. That's you got to answer that. I don't know. What I can tell you is that if you keep repeating the same situations with different people, you're not learning your lesson. So if like I was talking about before about how people always cancel plans on me, and it's like legitimate. It's not like, it's not like they're blowing me off. I mean, maybe on some instances I was blown off, but like some of these people like are like legitimate friends that are not blowing me off, but something comes up or for some reason they can't follow through with the plans. There is something there that is either in my subconscious that's going out, or that I have not learned how to fix that situation, and that's why it keeps happening. But I can't tell you or anyone else where you are in your healing journey because I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what you're doing to heal. I don't know what your practices are. I don't know what energy you're putting into things. Like some people put in a lot of energy. Some people are constantly trying to better themselves. Other people are looking for band-aids. Like the UAF that's in here is always looking to better herself. She does the right thing. She sticks to what her plan is. Even if she has setbacks, she keeps going. She's not looking for a temporary fix. Some people are looking for, well, I just want to find a guy, and then once I have a guy, everything's going to be okay, and I don't care about anything else. That person is going to keep repeating the same situation because they're looking for something else to fix what's broken inside them, and it's not going to work. It could be a guy, it could be a job, it could be money, it could be a nice car, whatever it is, it's not going to work because they're not doing the work that's underneath. I don't know what you're doing, so I can't answer that. You have to answer that. If you find yourself drawn or craving something that will temporarily fix you, whatever it is, it could be anything. It could be expensive shoes, a fancy car, um, a really hot, attractive partner, money, and like you think that that's going to fix whatever it is that's happening inside you, then you haven't gone far in your healing journey because you're still looking for outside things to fix what's broken inside. That's how you know. Like if you're craving like something that's like once I have the new house, then I'm going to be happy. No, you're not. You're not. Now, it's okay to want to have a new house. It's okay to want to have your lips plumped. It's okay to want to have your hair bleached. That's all fine. But if you think that that's the answer to why you're making the same mistakes, like, well, if I lose 10 pounds, then I'm going to get a boyfriend. Nope. That's not the answer. Like this, so you have to answer those kinds of questions as far as healing is concerned. Anyway, Vicky, if I friend request on Facebook, would they accept or would it turn out bad? Okay. What's the outcome of the friend request? Well, I don't think this person accepts the request, but I don't think it turns out bad. Like, I don't think there's going to be a fight or an argument. I just don't think you're going to get accepted. Like, I just think that they would probably leave the request there. Mustafa, how did the people at school think and feel about the way that I look today? I tried a new look and I'm really digging it. Well, that's really all that matters, that you like it, not that anyone else does. Okay, now you know that not everyone's going to feel the same way, but the overall feel about the new look was good. Growth and transformation, like your life is moving forward, and the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. I would say that the look served you well. Cinnamon, love for me between me and a Libra. Love for me and a Libra. Not bad. Communication should pick up. Ambition should pick up. You could be starting a new journey with this person. Room for growth and transformation. The relationship could move forward. Looks like you're going through a nice moment. Yeah. It looks like there's a lot of room for growth here. Head in the clouds. What do I need to know? What do I need to know? You could be getting a new job offer or a new business opportunity that would be hard to turn down, and you're no longer holding yourself back. You got some ambition coming in. You also have communication coming in out of the blue, and it could be about a job opportunity. If you don't work, like if you're in school right now, then I would say it would be new opportunity around school. Starting a new journey, growth and transformation comes in. Your life is moving forward regardless of what this is. It shows as business, but if you're still in school, it could be a school thing, or it could be when you get out of school. But whatever it is, it's positive and it's forward moving. Oh, you have an oval selenite. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Either way, it should help you with sleeping. It should be good for sleeping, especially if you have a hard time falling asleep. Mimi, love for the week ahead. Love life seems to move forward. The hard work you've put into it will be coming back. If you're not with anyone right now, you got a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries coming in. Watch out that you don't find yourself in a third-party situation with the Three of Cups in reverse. If you're not with anyone right now, communication comes in out of the clear blue sky with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Just watch out that if you're getting involved with somebody new, that they just make sure that they're single or that they're not have some kind of loose ties somewhere. But otherwise, it looks like your love life is moving forward this week. Jay, how does Brianna the Aries feel about me? Love cup is full. Thinks that you're kind, caring, considerate, compassionate, attractive. That you have a lot of potential for the future and that you're kind-hearted. Alex, am I going to meet a soulmate around the 17th of this month? I don't think so, no. AX3, does V8 miss me? Yes, I would say they do miss you. And Yukriti, what are the Capricorn's intentions for me? Is he playing me or does he actually worry with his own life? Yeah, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. It's like he may have worries in his own life, that's true, but no, he's using that as an excuse. It's time for him to either step up to the plate, like he's either got to shit or get off the pot, and he's not making a decision. I would keep your options open for somebody else to come in, because it's like, you know, and I say this all the time, you can have worries in your life. You could be really busy at work. You could be really busy at school. You could have problems with your family. But married people have the same problems. So if you're in a relationship with someone or you're pursuing someone, just because you're busy at work doesn't mean that you don't put any effort into your relationship. Just because you're worried about money doesn't mean that you don't put any work into your relationship. Like married people have those problems and they still have to deal with each other. So that kind of bullshit doesn't fly with me for if it's for too long. Like I can give somebody a little bit of leeway, but no, because we have problems even when we're married. So we don't get divorced because now we're busy at work. So that's the same when you're in a relationship with someone, or if you're pursuing a relationship, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you may not be able to be readily available for them all the time because you're busy at work, but it shouldn't be that everything else is in the way. Because if everything else is in the way, then it's like, well, I'm not that important. And then if I feel like I'm not that important, that's what's going out into the universe and that's what's getting reflected back. So it's one of those situations where if you're not getting out of it what you want, it may be time for you to make the decision that this isn't for me anymore. And because if you don't, you're going to keep reflecting back that I'm not as important as work. I'm not as important as his mother. I'm not as important as, and then that's going to keep perpetuating this cycle. Miss Billy, love reading. If you're in a relationship right now, it is a soulmate connection. It looks like you've got the world at your feet, and you may be presented an offer that you would be hard to turn down with your current partner. Looks like things are moving forward nice, and you have the sun in reverse, which is like happiness is coming out. It just may be delayed. If you're not with anyone right now, I would say you have a soulmate on the horizon, and it would be a successful relationship. Listen to your intuition. It could be with a Gemini, it could be with a Pisces. Maria, will Eric reach out? Yeah, I think so. I think you'll hear from him. Cupcake. Are Ben's feelings for me genuine? Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I think this person's pretty genuine. Georgia, why is the Virgo distancing from me lately? They feel disappointed in something. There's disappointment. The moon is in reverse. There's a secret around this person that will be revealed. Communication is down. Yep. You'll find out, though. The moon in reverse, the secret gets revealed. You're going to find out exactly what it is. Yeah, this person felt heartbroken, disappointed. They're distancing themselves. There is a secret that will be revealed, or an issue that gets revealed around this situation. And I would confront them if you feel like they're being distant. But there's going to be something that comes out around the situation, and you'll find out about it. I don't know what it is. It's a secret. That's the moon in reverse. But I don't know what it is. Lakey, why did the Scorpio block me, and will he unblock me? They will eventually unblock you. I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but there's something either on there that they don't want you to see, or they're afraid that there is something that, yeah, there's something on there they don't want you to see. I don't know what, but it's out of fear they blocked you. Eventually they unblock you. You guys have no idea how much I fucking can't stand this blocking nonsense. It drives me insane. But I understand why people do it, because you can't control what other people do. That's why. So other people can do shit, and then other people can see it. And it's like, social media is such a fucking cancer. It's not even funny, but people are addicted to it. If this person blocked you a different way than it wasn't on social media, I don't know why they blocked you, but they will unblock you. I don't know if you had a fight with them or something, but it doesn't show that there was any real reason other than they're hiding something, or they don't want you to see something. But they'll unblock you. Alex, how does Thomas feel about me at this very moment? Thinks about you fondly. They have a lot of respect for you. I don't know what happened between the two of you, but it looks like they may have reconciled that as a part of their past. And I don't know that they want to go back to that situation, or I don't think they want to revisit it, because the Seven of Wands is in reverse. The Love Cup is in reverse. Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Four of Cups is in, and the Four of Cups is like, I think about things, but I don't want to go back to that situation, or reconciled the place that you had in their life, and they've moved away from it. They've moved forward from it. Cupcakes has been being honest with me. It was on the phone when you weren't calling them crazy. all right, there's a couple of things. The reason why somebody will block you on the phone is a couple of things. Somebody else is looking at the phone bill and they don't want to have to explain what your number is, or you call them too much and they're afraid that they're with somebody else and that the phone's going to ring and they're going to have to explain it. If somebody is blocking you from a telephone thing, that is a clear sign to me that they're involved with someone else, because there's no other reason. Like, even if you're like a crazy like texter and you text 500 times, you can ignore a text. You don't have to block someone. Why are you being blocked? You're being blocked because somebody else is around, or because somebody else is getting that phone bill. Now, I know that it depends on the carrier. AT&T doesn't give you I don't get an itemized thing for my phone bills, but when I had Verizon, I did. And when I had Verizon, you could actually go on the phone and you could read the text messages. I don't know if that's changed. I mean, I gave up Verizon a long time ago, but that's why. This person's hiding something. Unless you tell me that you were calling them 50 times a day, it's because somebody else is around. There's no other reason why you would block somebody on the telephone. Is Ben being honest with me? More or less, yeah. Yeah, I think so. One more. When will my hormones be balanced again? I don't, I don't, I was wondering for myself if that's why I'm having trouble losing weight, because it was a hormonal thing. But I recently watched a video from Dr. Mama Jones, who is she's an OBGYN, and she says that having your hormones being off is not really a thing. Like, she said that hormones fluctuate throughout the day. They also fluctuate day to day. So it's not really, she said that there's no real way to measure, or there's no chart, because you could go in the morning and have your hormones tested, and then you can go in at night and have your hormones tested, and they're going to come up completely different, because that's just the way they are. So that's news to me, because people used to say to me, well, maybe your hormones are off and that's why you're having trouble losing weight. According to her, that's not really a thing. So if you're having trouble with something, it may be not your hormones, it may be something else. I don't know. I would see a doctor. I would see a doctor, because persistency around this problem, whatever the situation is, if you continue to chase down an answer, you'll get an answer. But I don't know. That's what she said. You can look at her video. She said that it's not really an issue. Hormones fluctuate, and that's normal. Well, I mean, I can understand. Like, I had to block somebody once, right? Because this bitch was calling me nonstop. She wanted me to do something, and she wouldn't leave me alone. And I use my phone, like, to teach yoga. I use it with I use the music. I can't have my phone ringing. I can't put it on airplane mode, because then I can't stream the music. So I had no choice but to block this bitch. Like, back the fuck up. Send me a text message and I'll answer you when I get a chance. So that, in that situation, I can understand blocking someone. I can understand blocking someone if they're like harassing you, which is how I was starting to feel. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I'm not doing what you want me to do, so fuck off. And I, in the nicest way possible, I was trying to deal with this person. And then finally I was like, why am I dealing? Fuck you. And I blocked it. But when somebody is hiding something, like, I dated somebody, and I'm such a fucking naive asshole, that he told me that his phone, that was through his job. And he said that because it was through his job, he didn't want to be responsible. Like, they get the phone bill, right? So he didn't want to have non-work numbers come up. So he wanted me to email him because he could access his email through the phone without work knowing. Like work wouldn't see the emails. They would just see the phone numbers. So I bought that. I was like, oh, okay, fine. Meanwhile, at the time I was working for a company that had given certain people in the company had company phones and they used it to call whoever. We never scrutinized over that. It didn't cost anything extra. But I didn't question him. I just emailed him. I still email him. Like we're friends now. Like this is going, we dated a long time ago. Come to find out, it was because he got married. So he got married. So now the phone bill was under his wife's name, or that wasn't a work phone. That was his phone, and she was getting the bill, and he didn't want to have to explain what my number was, or he didn't want my number coming up. That's why. But you know, this idiot believed him when until I found out the truth. But otherwise, there's no other reason to block somebody unless you're hiding it. Like you don't want someone to call you. Like you don't want a bizarre number to come up when you're having dinner with somebody else because that person is going to ask you who's on the phone. So you block them so that it avoids it. And I think it's really sneaky and shady. Like, why don't you just tell me the truth? But these people like to lie and be sneaky. And then people like me believe them. Not anymore, but back then I did. um, Anthony, what does the Cancer girl secretly want to tell me about us? You know, I think that she would apologize for the way that she's treated you. I do. I think that she would apologize for the way that she's treated you because I think that she's treated you pretty terrible. And I don't think, like, in the moment, I don't think she realized it. But now that she looks back on it, I think that she feels bad for the way that she's treated you. And I think that she would apologize if she could. Either right now she's not big enough of a person or she's afraid. But at some point you may get an apology from her. Mel, was the Aquarius being sincere tonight about being okay with me seeing other men? No, not really. He wants to be sincere. He's going to try to be okay with it, but he's not really okay with it. Not at this point. Not yet, anyway. It might take him a little bit of time. Ammonia. What can you tell me about my boyfriend? He's got a lot of anxiety around him. There's a lot of anxiety around him, and he's got some sharp energy around him. I don't know how long you've been with him, but he may have some issues that need to be dealt with around anxiety. He's got the devil here. There are issues here. There's nothing you can do about it. This is stuff that he's got to handle for himself. But it looks like he may have some serious issues that he has to deal with as far as anxiety. Anxiety usually is like, people that suffer from anxiety can also suffer from depression. It can go from one extreme to the next. And he's got an issue right now around anxiety. And it looks like he might have to make a decision about how he's going to manage that anxiety. Otherwise, he's going to have a lot of trouble moving forward. And you might have trouble in this situation because of it. There's sharp energy around him. There's anger around him. He feels a little stuck. He feels like he's lacking ambition. He's got the hangman here, which is like feeling stuck. Like, I can't get out of my own way. It does look like communication between you and him is pretty good. And it does look like you should be seeing him, or like the relationship itself could be successful. But he's got issues around anxiety or some kind of and he's gonna have to take care of that. He's gonna have to get a grip on it. Otherwise, it's gonna eventually bleed into the relationship. Alex, am I going to hear back from Thomas soon? Not as soon as you want, but relatively soon. Like maybe it might take like a week or so, or it takes a little bit of time. Vinod Raj, does Jagjit want to marry Preeti? Considers it as a choice, but I don't know that he's that thrilled about marrying her. Sees her as a choice, yeah, but it doesn't come up real high that he's, wants to. May, can I get a love reading? We've got a relationship coming in that's committed with the Six of Pentacles, which would be well balanced. When you leave negativity in the past, anything that's not working for you is going to move into the past in order for your life to move forward. And when you reconcile with whatever it is that's not working, your life moves forward pretty quickly. You've got a Capricorn that comes in, being guided by the divine, and your persistence pays off. But there may be a situation that you either have to walk away from or let go of in order for this to happen. You've got the Empress here, which is love, money, abundance, and fertility, but you need to listen to your intuition. Moving forward, you got a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So there may be a choice between the Capricorn and Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And the next relationship that you enter should be well balanced, and what you put into it, you should be getting out of it. Lamore, can I get a love reading? Leaving disappointment, negativity, and an old hurt in the past will speed up your love life. Listen to your intuition. Things move forward quickly. Pisces and Scorpio show up. Ambition comes in when you let go of an old hurt or an old wound. If you're not with anyone right now, you have fresh energy coming in. Pisces, Sagittarius, Cancer are around you. Communication picks up, or these people may show up out of the blue. Like you may meet one person and then meet the other two shortly after. Anxiety moves into the past, and you got good karma coming back to your love life. Saho, how does AK feel towards me? Thinks that you're stable, grounded, that you have a lot of passion, intuition, intelligence, perseverance. You're attractive, unique, and independent. Cam, I don't know if, I don't think I answered one for you. I don't remember. I can't remember if anyone else here that I haven't answered for? Anyone else? Lakey, when will I hear from the Scorpio? Do we have a future? You do have a future, but I got to tell you, the phone thing bothers me. You should hear from him within the next 8 weeks. The phone thing bothers me because there's somebody else that's involved in this situation. So if this guy unblocks you and then all of a sudden you take him back as if nothing happened, and you got, like, I would be very skeptical of moving forward with this person because it's very shady. There's somebody else interfering with this situation. I would be careful with him. Just make sure that you know that there's no one else around when he finally reaches out. And I think it happens within the next 8 weeks. Lamore, should I do Google ads for my business? Yeah, things change for the better quickly. And you've got here the Empress, which is love, money, abundance, fertility. Yes. Who am I waiting for? There's one more person. Was there one more person that I haven't answered for? Life and spiritual. All right, life and spiritual. I'll wait for that one. Am I pregnant? I don't think so. I don't think so. I would go and take a test if you think that you are, but the cards are indicating that the chances are slim right now. Is that it? I answered for everybody else. I am going to, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm just not sure of what time tomorrow. Probably in the afternoon at like 1 or 2, something like that. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice night, guys. Bye-bye.